What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Star Wars Patreon request from Josh or Joshua. So this is Anakin versus Obi Wan lightsabers. So for the lightsabers, I'll probably use like the long lightsabers. Probably use ruler. So it might be helpful to have a ruler at hand. Let's go. Landscape page. Pencil eraser. Hit pause. Go too fast. Center point here. Come up over to the right. We're going to start with Annie over this side. So characters and profile. I like to start with their nose when they're looking sideways. And he has quite a curved nose, our Annie. So let's try this. We're going to curve a line, right? Just here. Curve it sort of out. Because he has like, it's not like a overly pointy nose. It goes kind of curvy, so. Just kind of a round top to it. So kind of like a number 7, like an upside down 7, but like real curvy. And then we got usually a nostril just here, and the skin of his nostril coming around the back. Okay, just a little bit of hatching on the bridge of the nose there. I like to do it sometimes. Don't need it all the time. So that's his nose, right? But at the top, his brow, right? So it goes, curves back out like so. And then kind of starts to go up. You might have like a little curvy line for his eyebrow there. So this is his brow. His eyebrow on the other side of his eye is on the other side of it, and he has, okay, this is not the scarred eye. This is right eye that's scarred. So his eyebrow, and it comes up and then curves down. And they're quite square sort of eyebrows. Like so. Frowning quite heavily. Yeah, so we could have some sort of frown lines just here. And then his eye. So eyelashes, right, just comes out to about there. It's probably like in line with the nostril just here. And then this goes down. And it can be kind of a sketchy hairy line because these are all eyelashes and stuff, so. Like so. Goes up towards his eyebrow in there. Maybe an eyelid line just here. And then, so he's looking kind of to the left, right? So you got to draw in like a skinny iris line there, and then the pupil would kind of be at the back of it because it's kind of like a lens. Okay. And then, so bottom eyelid. Curving around up into the corner of the eye there. And then he's kind of got bags underneath his eyes, right? So he's got like, he looks tired, basically, just there. Right, so we go down to, that's his eye, basically, that's all we can see of his eye. Then we go down and do the mouth. So coming down from this nose curvy area, we go out and in for his top lip, out and in for his bottom lip. And he's just doing this serious sort of downturned kind of mouth line there. Right, and we could draw in maybe top lip, some bottom lip maybe here. And then his chin just comes down around, like so, for the jaw, going that way then. He looks quite young. Because he is, I guess. Look at the line coming down his cheek there as well. So his jaw just sort of keeps going this way, and it goes up towards his ear, which is kind of hidden underneath hair. But roughly, jawbone goes to where his mouth is and then turns up the corner here. Like so. So we can't really see his neck because he's got like a big collar on. So looks like a big sort of black collar here. So like maybe like a neck muscle or something. But this seems to cut across the neck. Right, so his ear is somewhere in here, but we can't see it all. But we'll draw it in what we can see. And it goes kind of underneath his hair a bit. It's probably in line with his eyebrow and his nose, yeah. So it's up here somewhere. But it's like covered in hair, so you can't really see it all. Just some ear lines maybe in there. And we go over and do his forehead and then his hair. So his forehead just goes up and around up here. And then we got like hair, long sort of hair coming down across his head. So just like long sort of hair spikes here. Again, coming over the ear a bit. And he does have like a big sideburn coming down his cheek, sort of. It's right here as well. It's kind of long. And then sort of loads of hair spikes then inside here, covering the ear and coming down the back of his neck. You can make these as sort of curly or as wavy as you'd like. Right. We got to sort of just like join this up to the front of his head over here, right? So he basically seems to have like a part in his hair sort of here. And then bumpy sort of hairlines. For the top. Right, so it kind of goes like. Basically wavy hair like this all the way around, and then you can add as much texture as you want to it. Okay. Okay, so I think that's Anakin's head. Now, the fun parts. Lightsabers. So he's got like a big glove on. So let's see. So like the hole for where the light comes out is just like across from here. And it's like an ellipse, right? So then this seems to run back up into his hand up here. It's like a tube, and it's got like some end lines or something onto it, and then like a target thing or something. I think there's like a little clip or something on it at the top there. Something silver there anyway. So he's got a leather glove on, right? So fingers, index finger, first going back that way, and knuckles all bumping back here, right? So grabbing on, and then he's got like his wrist. This way comes down and then disappears underneath. And you got like a hand line there, and then like a piece of armor or something at the back of the glove. And then his sleeve or clothing goes back behind his head. That way. Right, so his other hand holding the end. So diagonal there, right? And then we've got like finger wrapped around this one. So it goes up that way. Comes down to there. You can see a bit of the handle. Next one. There. little finger and ring finger, so we can just see like little finger going up. It's unusual. And then ring finger like that. And then maybe like some knuckle lines and stuff just on all this. Difficult enough now that. So let's see. So let's get like his body position in, and then I'll do like his saber. So the saber is like glowing blue. So you'd want to just draw a straight saber and then like do blue color on the outside. That's the best way I've found to draw it anyway. So his shoulder going down that way, right? And then I think we can see like some more of his arm here. Okay, and he has that like those leather sort of things that are tucked in, right? So it's like leather fabric, right? So you want to give it like an edge, and it's like tucked into a belt which goes like across here. It goes behind Obi Wan's lightsaber, but it's like tucked in here somewhere. And there's two of these, so he's got like a back part as well. So it's got like an edge, and this one goes down into here, it looks like. And then we have his loose sort of Jedi. It's like a cotton fabric, just all here. Okay. Then I think he has a box or something on his belt, like a little sort of pouch. And it's a sort of fabric belt. And then we got like his armpit and stuff all here. So we got like his arms and fold lines for his belly and everything. And then his shoulder. So like the rest of his arm, like fabric, you can't see it because Obi Wan's lightsaber basically. So we got like his lightsaber coming out of this tube here, right? And we'll just draw the straight sort of edge of it. Right, so it's just like glowing then, sort of blue around the outside edge. And Obi Wan's lightsabers, like they're clashing, so they're like overlapping. So I guess I'll draw it in sort of. Just so we have it in the right place, right? Because it cuts off his arm here, so you can't really see anything of Anakin's body on that side, right? So we'll just do that and then finish off Anakin and then go over and do Obi Wan. So that just gives you an idea where everything's placed, and that's why we can't really see any more of his body except like his elbow maybe. And his other arm sort of here. So we can see like his sleeve maybe just like sticking out the back of this here. And his wrist kind of goes down into there, but you can't see it. It's like it's all glowing and dark all in here. Right, so that's just like his elbow and his stomach and all that kind of thing. Just goes in behind his waist. His lightsaber. Can't really see much else, I don't think. Of Annie. So I think his wrist should go down into there somewhere, but can't really see it. Right, and he's just like black, basically, different shades of black. So then, his master, Obi Wan. His head is quite long. Yeah, but that is, he's got long hair. Anyway, Obi Wan. So, let's see. So his saber, his nose is like right next to the saber, and his hand is like here as well. We'll start with his nose, right? His nose is kind of higher up, kind of in line with Anakin's, maybe a little bit higher up. And he's got like a bumpier, bigger nose. So we'll just start with it here. Now, if you need to extend the lightsaber, you know, up, you know, if it doesn't match the face later on, that's okay. Bumpy nose line, right? Nostril. Curving around there. Maybe like just a bridge of his nose line there. Okay. And then his brow comes out around here and up. And then his eyebrows, he's got real hairy eyebrows. Kind of sticks off there. And then he's frowning pretty heavy. So eyebrow up and down there. And something to just color in then. Inside. And then his frowning sort of brow there. Okay, so his eyelid here. So eyelashes there, and it's like eyelid goes up. And then his iris again. We're just going to go with a skinny circle. Just looking at Annie, maybe looking at his sword even, or his saber. And we'll go thin. We'll put the pupil just there again. And then again, eyelashes on the sticking out sort of here on the bottom. And then his eyelid comes back. And he's got a sort of a cheekbone sort of line drawn in here. Maybe with some eyelashes there. Okay. I do like to put some hatching on the bridge of the nose. I think this goes a bit longer down the back. And that's the brow. Right, so his mouth is basically a beard, right? So it's just this sort of hairy sort of situation. Coming down this way. Okay. And you can kind of see maybe some of his bottom lip, but not much. Just like his mouth and bottom lip going that way. And then again, like the beard is like touching that really, and then it curving all around here. Textured sort of hairy mustache and stuff, texture all over. Do, 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 do. So then his jaw is just sort of a beardy, hairy beard line as well. It joins right up to his sideburns, sort of on the side of his head and his ear. So like his jawbone and everything. So we'll go like say like, right, so if I put like sideburn sort of starting there, and then his ear. Around like so, and then you just have sideburn, and then beard, then just comes down his jaw. Right, so he's all beard, like so, and then ear lines inside. So the easiest way, letter J, and then you can add some more if you want. Like that, and I think he's got a freckle on his cheek there, like a cheek line, like so. Right, so his hair is kind of slick. It's not sort of messy, kind of like Anakin's. It's more combed, I guess, just like kind of like smoother. Right, kind of like that. Right, it's kind of like, it just got like lots of these sort of textures just here, and it goes all the way down the back. Very smooth down the back, down to here, like so. Let's say down there, and it's just like comes around the back of his ear. Just all these textures then on his hair, as much as you'd like. Kind of like that. And then like his sort of neck muscle and Jedi collar goes right underneath his chin and his beard here. And then the back sort of comes down here. So his body position is a little bit different. So he's got like the same sort of Jedi kind of style thing, right? He's got these wings, but they're like fabric, and again they're kind of tucked into his belt down here. So there's like these sort of bumps, and then it goes back up over his shoulder. Right, which his shoulder comes down this way. Very loose fitting clothing now. And this is like his elbow. And like his belt and his body. All here. And we've got like his elbow all there, and then his forearm. Maybe some of it just out here. Right, and his neck, I think, a little bit in there. And his arm on the other side. So his back, then this other tucked in sort of side to this yoke. Right, so he's got like another part on his shoulder just on this side. And then his arm comes up. Okay. Tricky enough to get all the, because it's very loose, you know, the clothing, so it's hard to get all the direction of it and everything. So this arm comes up and comes out here, kind of in line with the saber, right? So you got a hand up there, and then this hand comes up and holds the handle of it here, right? So his lightsaber has a circle on it there. So I'll just draw the hand in and then sort of join his forearm up to it, because it might be easier. You might not get things in the right place. So there's another metal section here, some lines on it, and this seems to have lines like that go around, kind of like, you know, kind of like a bicycle wheel or something, just there. Right, and then there's another like a tube or something here, and his thumb is wrapped around this part, right? So you got like his thumbnail here. Then, so his sleeve or his wrist, like the palm of his hand or something, like here. Right, and then his knuckle, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so this first finger goes down behind his thumb. Next one kind of sticks out a bit there. Hands are very hard, so take your time. And then this is like his little finger there, right? So this finger has some folds like around the handle of the sword, the saber. I keep calling it sword, I know, but they're technically swords. There's another sort of piece of the handle there like that. So his other hand there somewhere, and so we'll do like his arm just like coming down here. You can't really see. It should be like in here somewhere. Okay, so what we can see of his other set of fingers, more saber, right? Handle sort of going this way. We're trying to follow this line, you know, fit in as much hand in line with his elbow there. So we're trying to keep it on like so that it makes sense, you know what I mean? So you could use a ruler if you needed to make sure things are sort of lining up. It's tricky now, but okay, so we'll just go for this finger situation. 1 wrapped over, 3, and the last one we should see it sort of coming around, bending over, and then kind of curving over the handle like this, right? So, and there might be like some fold lines and knuckle lines and stuff. Seems to go behind his eye there. Therefore, thumb should be sticking out a little bit here. Okay. Okay, roughly like that. And then we have just the end of the saber. Just in that line. Okay. Now, hands are not easy, so do take your time with that one, especially the hand part. And if you want more fold lines, dirt and scratches and stuff, even like scratches on their face from their fight, you know, burn marks and everything if you wanted on Obi Wan, or Anakin, should I say. But I'll add some glow. So basically, like the way I like to do lightsabers is blue all around the outside of it, sort of like a cloud of blue. And I think that's the best I can do. Challenging drawing. Cool though. Annie versus Obi Wan. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.